What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with another one. We're gonna drop another boxing video before these NFL games kick off, man. Just like I love boxing, I love football, man. Kovalev is coming back. Lead an article, link in the description. I think it said November 25th. The theater room in the Madison Square Garden versus whatever this guy named Shabranskky, a guy who lost to Sullivan Barrera by knockout. He had a nice little cult following from over in Europe and the UK, where Europe, good puncher, got stopped by Sullivan Barrera. Now looking back at it, that ain't a bad loss. Barrera can fucking fight. And, the experience versus Andre Ward really helped him gain some confidence, gain some experience in switching trainers. He took off into almost to being an elite light heavyweight. Once he gets a world title, and maybe a defensive two in Sullivan Barrera. It was talk about Kovalev was supposed to face Barrera, but slow that ass down. He knew what would happen if he faced Barrera. Potentially, if he wasn't right, he'd have got his ass knocked out. And, I'm not mad at him for that because he had two tough fights for Andre Ward. So he deserves a lighter touch than Sullivan Barrera at this point. I think, if Main Events was really looking to cash out Kovalev, they would have transferred that star power over to Sullivan Barrera. Or maybe they're thinking, get Kovalev some confidence, give him a good fight coming back. And maybe the Sullivan Barrera fight can be bigger down the line. And Shabranskky is probably thinking that I got a mentally fragile guy in front of me. I know he can't take body work. I'm a good puncher. So if I beat him, I can really put myself in a good position for a world title shot and potentially a rematch versus Sullivan Barrera, which I don't know if he really wants it, but anybody that loses, that's going to come back and face Kovalev, knowing that Kovalev, and Barrera are stablemates, probably want that rematch. He probably thinks he can beat, Barrera, and probably think he can beat Kovalev, and this is the perfect time to face Kovalev for Shabranskky. It's the perfect time to kind of get over that hump, from people, in the image of people minding him getting knocked out by Sullivan Barrera. And he can punch. And then the game plan is pretty much simple for him, man. Stay close to Kovalev and beat the body down, man. You win a fight. That's simple. If you create a little bit of doubt in his mind, it's over. You're going to crack this guy. But then again, Shabranskky, I think he came back a couple of fights from being knocked out from Barrera. Don't quote me that he got knocked out, though. But, it's going to be whoever inflicts their style first, whoever's mentally stronger, and whoever executes their game plan. And the game plan for Shabranskky should be just go to the body. Get close. Because if you at the end of Kovalev punches, he able to get leverage, he gonna hurt you. And if Barrera can knock you out, imagine what Kovalev can do. But that's if Kovalev is mentally right. He doesn't have a trainer right now that I'm aware of, and thinks he knows everything. And I don't think that knockout is gonna change. And he quit. But Shabranskky legitimately, I believe, got knocked out. This guy quit. So if Shabranskky can create that doubt in Kovalev's mind and hit that body, he got to make this guy quit again. This guy ain't the same. He struggles to make the weight. John David Jackson said he struggles. He's not a hard worker. In the article I was reading also that I talked about he's in a spiritual, some mountains, trying to get right with himself and God. He's mentally broken. Like he's a glass with a crack right down the middle, right down the middle. And all Shabranskky got to do is press on that motherfucker and it's going to split and shatter. And that's what he got to do today, November 25th. I wouldn't be surprised if Kovalev pulled out this fight and kind of postponed it because it's a little soon for him. But then again, he didn't make shit versus Andre Ward. No official purses came out. And the numbers did bad. And his 80% of his purse was on how the fight did. He didn't do shit. So he need the money. So he got to come back and fight. And, hopefully Shabranskky, beats that ass and get rid of this guy, man. He's a scum of the earth. He's a racist bastard. God don't fuck with. I'm glad John David Jackson fired off on his ass. Hopefully he get broke. Hopefully he get knocked out. I'm pulling for Shabranskky. Hopefully we get Barrera and Shabranskky for a vacant title if Andre Ward is serious about moving up to heavyweight facing Anthony Joshua, or at least moving up to cruiserweight and vacate some of those titles. Because he don't want to work with anybody. He don't. He don't want to work with Al Heyman. He can't work with Al Heyman. Can't work with Floyd Mayweather, Badou Jack. Can't work with Adonis Stevens because that's Al Heyman. So that's why he's looking to move up, honestly. I'm not saying that, he's at fault for the Adonis Stevenson thing. it's just beef. You know, Donna Stevenson been ducking people for a long time as well. And, you know, I think it's retirement for Andre Ward, you know, because he can't move in that division. Even if he signed with Top Rank, Al Hammond PBC got the division locked up. He can't do anything without bowing to them, and that's not going to happen, you know, because the powers that be got issues. But, you know, we'll see what happens with this fight. We gone.